it doesn't have as much power loss here at elevation because we are at over 4,000 feet. Look at that. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a 2022 Chevy Trailboss with the turbocharged 2.7 liter 4-cylinder. First and foremost though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Chevy here in Provo for giving me some time with this truck. This one is available for sale for the time being, so if you're interested, I'll include a link to their inventory in the description down below. On a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below as well. Let's get into it. So under the hood, we have a turbocharged 2.7 liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 16 around town and then 18 on the highway, with power outputs being 310 horsepower and then 430 pound-feet of torque. So this video is mostly going to be about how the Trailboss drives with the 2.7 4-cylinder, but let's go over some specs here with the Trailboss. First off, we have 10.9 inches of ground clearance with the Trailboss. With this new generation of Trailboss, they've added this kind of like interesting center thing in the hood, which I think looks pretty dang cool, being all blacked out. And I love this sand color you can get on the new Silverado. It really works, especially with the Trailboss package, because again, it's an off-roader. Notice here with the Chevy bow tie, it's been blacked out. You got your Z71 badge down below, and then we have the new style of headlights. Notice here with the tow hooks how they are red. That's kind of like a Trailboss thing. And then you guys can see here with the whole front bumper how that's kind of been sculpted. We do have fog lights there at the bottom of the bumper. And once you see it all together, this truck definitely means business. Sorry about my shout outs, just the time of day. But anyways, popping here to the side, 265/60/20 is the tire and wheel setup. And actually, we're going to go to the other side because, well, you can't even see the wheel design. There you go. You can see a little bit better, all blacked out, definitely a cool look. Now the Trailboss does give the truck a 2-inch lift over a regular Silverado as part of the package. Notice with the splash guard right there, another Z71 badge. And then you guys can see the mirrors have been blacked out. Door handles have also been blacked out. Got the Trailboss logo there on the back. And then if we take a few steps back, no fender flares or anything, but I love how the fenders are molded, so it kind of just gives it an aggressive look overall. And then popping over to the rear, here's a better look at the tires. Super aggressive. These things can just destroy any type of off-road terrain. Rancho shocks, also part of the Trailboss package. Still have traditional leaf springs with the truck. And then there's a closer look at the Trailboss sticker so you guys can see the details on it. And popping here to the rear, this one has the multi-pro tailgate setup. So I actually can still lower this down with the key fob, which is pretty cool. And notice here with the grab handle as part of that setup, we also have LED lights here in the bed and a full power outlet. And then you guys can see the cargo light there at the top. But if I press this button right here, it'll drop this down. Now this step system has a weight limit of 375 pounds, but I mean, between that and the handle, it makes getting in and out really easy. And to get it all up, just lift that portion up and then lift this all up together. It's kind of like doing a bicep curl, but notice you can also do the multi-pro down like that. So if you have lumber or something, notice it's protected so you can load it up and into the bed, which is pretty cool if you ask me. And then here are the taillights that come with the quote-unquote base model Trailboss. And then you guys can see with the bumper steps, receiver hitch there at the bottom. And then other than that, well, let's see spare tire situation. So it just has a regular spare tire. It's not an all-terrain tire like the rest. And then popping inside of this truck, you got nice padding here for the armrests, and then notice the wood trim. Cloth seats here, but notice we've got behind the seat storage. And then if we lift this up, you guys can see that. And then notice with the charging ports. Now this is a crew cab Chevy, so we've got tons of room in the back seat. You can fit 3 adults back there very comfortably. We'll go over that window sticker in a little bit. And then here's the front seat area. You guys can see here with, again, the wood trim, then notice the padding down below. All of our window controls, front one is automatic, and then there's a quick look at the mirror. And then here's the front seats, again, cloth with the seats. Sorry about the lighting on the seat, by the way. Not the best. Power adjustments. And then here's the pedal layout down below. Got your hood latch release. We have our drive mode select / tow haul mode select right here in this area. And then notice with our drive line select, this does have auto, 2-wheel high, 4-wheel low. And then your light controls. And then the steering wheel is manually adjustable. And, ooh, guess what? Push button start. And digital gauge cluster. Pretty cool. So hopefully the sun visor, there you go, that actually helps out quite a bit with the light. Notice here with the steering wheel, we've got nice padding all around, contrasted stitching. Blacked out Chevy bow tie. Radio controls are on the back of the steering wheel. And we do have our cruise control here, controls for the center stack. Turn signal, windshield wiper stalk. This does have a column shifter. That's kind of a thing for the 8-speed automatics, I've noticed. And then you guys can see here, full digital gauge cluster, which looks fantastic. Yes, you can get this on the quote-unquote base model Trail Boss. Anyways, we've got a tow haul mode. And then you guys can see we've got an off-road mode and a normal mode. So you're either on-road, you're towing, or you are off-road here with the Trail Boss. But overall, I love the new digital gauge cluster on the Chevys. Now popping here to the infotainment screen, if we pop it into reverse, you guys can see here with the backup camera, notice I had to delete with the lines, but you can make those reappear if you want. Resolution's great on the camera. Now as for the rest of the infotainment system, we have a shortcut bar here on the side. You've got the main screen, which does contain the controls for the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and then also, I love how it says cameras when this just has a singular camera. And then we have the auxiliary screen here on the side, which you can kind of change to whatever you want. And then notice we have the double home screen button situation. This does have lane departure, auto stop start, tailgate drop down. It does not raise up with the multi-pro. And then you've got your stability control and then hill descent control. Trailer brake controls integrated already. And then this does have dual zone climate as well as heated seats for the front. And notice I can just press that to sync it. And then here is the center console slash seat. It's pretty fancy stuff. And then this does have, you guys can kind of see the little thing right there to lock this bottom portion. Is kind of interesting. And then this one actually has the whole double glove box situation. Pretty neat. And then notice the padding here all over the dash. And then manual mirror dimmer. And then, well, rear glass is fixed. Anyways, let's look at the window sticker here. It's probably the fastest review I've ever done. Anyways, you guys can see here 2022 Crew LT Trail Boss. You guys can see all the standard equipment. Warranty information, 5-year, 60,000 mile limited warranty, and then sorry, on the powertrain rather, and then the bumper to bumper is the 3-year, 36,000 mile, or actually no, it's 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain and limited warranty. So they combine it for the 2.7. That's new. I didn't know that, so I just learned something today. Anyways, $55,000 is the base price. This has a few options added to it, including the 20-inch wheels. Total MSRP, including the credit you get for the 2.7, which is $1,500, is $56,990. Oh, almost fell off a curb there. Let's drive it. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's your visibility of the hood. It's cool to see the blacked out element there in the center. Both of the mirrors throughout the rest of the rear. And guess what? You guys get to just instantly set off with me. And if you guys are wondering why this video is so much more rushed compared to my normal videos, it's because the dealership is about to close. And, well, I'm not going to be the guy that makes it so that the dealership can't close because I'm filming my silly YouTube videos. So, yeah. Anyways, tons of torque. That's the one thing about this Turbo 2.7. It's got so much torque, 430 pound-feet. And again, being turbocharged means that it doesn't have as much power loss here at elevation because we are at over 4,000 feet. Look at that. I mean, it moves. It gets up and moves. That is for sure. So here's the deal. This has more than enough power to move the tires that come with this Trail Boss. So that is not a problem whatsoever. And we're going to do our little maneuvering thing around here where we drive around the roundabout and probably confuse everyone that is watching because they're like, why is this person just driving in circles? Are they crazy? And your answer is yes, Ben is crazy. Yeah, it still feels like a full-size pickup truck. One thing to note though is this kind of has like a, it's hard to describe, but almost like a lightweight feel on the front end that you don't get with the V8 trucks. I like it. I actually like how it feels. So let's talk about the 2.7. Should you get it? Should you not get it? And frankly, it depends. Now, obviously, you're going to see all the articles online, back and forth on the 2.7. Here's the deal. From a power perspective, it feels amazing. It really does, especially when you compare it to the 5.3 V8, because this just has so much torque. Yes, it's down on power compared to the 5.3, but torque is what is important in trucks, especially in an off-road truck, right? When you're in off-roading circumstances, torque is what's important. And especially with Chevy's G80 system, which this has, which if you guys don't know what that is, basically it's an automatic rear locker that comes with the Trail Boss package and other Chevy products as well. They call it the G80, where as soon as you're spinning out, basically it'll kind of mirror the speeds with the rear wheels. It'll lock them together just like a traditional locker, but you don't have to press a button. It does it all for you. Again, torque is very important in that situation. And so yeah, I think that this engine is great on power, and you know, it does quite a bit of stuff to make it so that it can get decent fuel economy in a full-size truck. So first off, it has cylinder deactivation, and you guys can see us going up this curb. Look at this, torque up. So this thing is, it's like the throttle modulation. I'm purposely, let me reverse a little bit so I can go back down the curb with the back wheels. I'm in two-wheel drive. Look at the throttle modulation with this. So going, I know this is the little curb, but still, it's just so smooth with the overall modulation. But the point that I'm trying to make here is, from a performance standpoint, this engine is just absolutely amazing, and it's better than its V8 counterpart, aka the 5.3, and plus you get a credit for taking this engine because it's less expensive for GM to produce. And so yeah, I mean, you know, if you just want to try out something different, I think this is a fun engine, and especially in an off-road application like the Trail Boss, and especially, you know, again, you throw it in low range and all that kind of stuff, and this thing's just going to be able to torque up stuff so much better than that 5.3. Because, I mean, if you just look at it from a torque perspective, I know I've been saying torque like 50 times. This has 430 pound-feet, 5.3 has 383 pound-feet, so this just wins. And at elevation, right, this just wins yet again. So before you just pass up the 2.7, go and drive one. Just, that's all you have to do. That doesn't mean, like, you don't have to buy one. You just go and drive it, and then after you drive it, form your opinions after that. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this Trail Boss LT with the 2.7. That's gonna sum things up for our video on this Trail Boss LT. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to the Larch Miller Chevy here in Provo for giving me some time with this truck. Check out the inventory in the description down below. I'll see ya.